Originally, I was not going to be making a video about this product today because honestly, all of us have seen it. It's been around forever. And when it comes to air cooling in a PC, it's the #1 recommendation. But when I received the box, I realized something. I've never seen it unboxed, ever. I didn't even know what the box looked like. And yet, today we are looking at quite literally the most popular air cooler of all time for high-end air cooling. So this is the black edition, but either way, we've got ourselves a Noctua D15 Cromax. And we're gonna unbox it because this is going into that build that you guys voted on. So if it's the small case, it's gonna fit. We're gonna make it fit. So let's dive into this box right after our intro. Hello, welcome. My name is Wolfy and you are watching GreaterThanPie. The Noctua D15. It is one of those air coolers that everyone and their mom has recommended, minus one thing. The D15 originally launched with a brown and beige color scheme. It wasn't my speed. In fact, actually, it wasn't a lot of people's speed. Yeah, I have exactly one Noctua cooler that actually has that color scheme, and I've been buying Cromax quite literally since it came out. Because while brown and beige is a great color to hide behind a solid panel, PCs haven't been using those solid panels for a very long time. And when you build systems like mine, you know, things need to be a bit showier. But this is kind of a subdued cooler, even though it is the all black version. I mean, there's no RGB lighting still. It's just flat black, no crazy gamer decals on it. But this is the one that does generally get advertised towards gamers. There are some decals that you can buy, but I figured they weren't really worth it since I don't even know the color scheme of the PC I'm building. So, first off, you'll notice that this is a big box. I mean, if this were the size of the cooler, I'd be impressed. This is a double tower cooler, which means that it actually has two separate sets of fins that have separate heat pipes going to them. This has actually been pretty much the best way to maximize your cooling for a very long time. It actually has two fans that are in parallel to each other. So one fan serves as the direct intake, one is a medium fan. And if for some reason you have RAM clearance, you can remove that front fan, but they do sell a version without the front fan if that is a concern for you. For the system that I am putting this in, it is not much of a concern, mainly because I got some low profile RAM in there already, so I don't think I'm gonna be changing that. That being said, this cooler does have a lot going for it when it comes to compatibility with RAM. It actually has notches that have been cut out on the cooler itself to increase its compatibility with RAM, even though it's gonna hang over that first couple of RAM slots. And you can also position the fan higher or lower depending on any impedance that it might have. They did take that into consideration when they made this cooler like a decade ago. So let's look at the box. Let's see what we got here. So we've got, of course, our name, which I'll use this top one so I can read it as well. This is the Noctua NH-D15 Chroma Black Edition, just means no poop brown. So this is Chroma X Black design with PWM support and low noise adapter, excellent component cooling. The low noise adapter is actually just an impedance thing that you can put on. Most motherboards can already do it. In fact, my motherboard can fully support a 0 RPM on pretty much all of them. So it's just a BIOS setting. You don't really need to have an adapter for it. Of course, we get our Noctua logo, which is still in its ugly brown state. Right over here, we got some schematics. Those look kind of cool. We have an award-winning NH-D15 cooler, tens of thousands of enthusiast users. Yes, we've kind of went over that. This cooler has quite a bit of pedigree. Cromax black design just means that it's all black. Color customizable, those are those accessory pieces that I mentioned earlier. Wide fin stack, expandable, wide fin stack and expanded heat pipe layout. Compared to the D14, the D15's fin stack has been widened. to 150 millimeters as opposed to 140 millimeters. High RAM compatibility with the single fan mode. Yeah, that's something I've also mentioned. It's got the secure firm 2 mounts. Noctua's mounts are amazing. I've used them several times at this point. GamerGuts' PC actually uses a Cromax. Oh God, what is it? I don't remember. It's literally the one that looks like the 212 Evo. It's a single tower cooler. It's great. It's quiet. I love how quiet that cooler is, and I'm so sad that I don't have it in any of my PCs, but I will have this one, so I guess this one's technically better. So we got dual fans. They're 140 millimeter fans. They're the A15 fans, PWM support for a little noise adapter, excellent component cooling. Yep, all stuff that we pretty much know. Right here, ooh, Noctua. Noctua this is interesting right here. So this actually has like RPM modes, airflow, like this is impressive. So yeah, and here's what's in the box. We've got the heatsink, 2 fans, 2 noise adapters, 4-pin PWM Y cable, high-grade thermal compounds, so that's their stuff, the mounting kit, and a metal case badge. Support, we got Intel, LGA, AM2, AM, FF2. AM4, yep, there it is. God, how they did, oh no, it's just like a block of text, oh my God. So I was like, wait, where's an AM4? There it is. Okay, let's get into it. So right on top, we've got our accessories box. I do like this little box here. Pretty good, actually. It's got everything inside. Let's take a look. So as you can see, everything's nice and neat. We've got a very long Allen key screwdriver combo. Here's all of those thermal compounds, noise adapters, all that stuff, and the Noctua case badge, which is indeed metal. This is a nice little detail. They didn't have to go this far, but I generally approve of this. They actually have the mounting hardware coated in black as well. So, and that is for both AMD and Intel. Both of them have black coating, which is a nice extra mile. Then we got our backplate. This is, I think, for LGA, yeah. So, I don't think this one is updated to take care of the new. All right, so now we got big old thing of foam. Nice squishy foam. Foam that makes lioness. I don't know. Oh, all right, here I'm assuming this is our cooler. And this is a fan. I'm missing one fan, unless there's one fan pre-installed. And there's like foam galore in this box. They did not want that cooler to get any damage. And for like $105, yeah, no, this isn't bad. I've actually bought more expensive coolers with less packaging than this. All right, so for our cooler itself, oh God, okay. It's like a puzzle box here. I'm a professional, I swear. Okay, I really don't want to take that off because that's just gonna keep my cold plate nice and protected. Oh, holy shiz. That is gonna be difficult to get back in that box. But look at that. That is beautiful looking. Not gonna lie, like, this heatsink's impressive. Like, this is actually a beautiful heatsink. I don't normally say that a heatsink's like beautiful, but this, like, I already made a blemish on the front. Like the oils on my hands. But like, oh, and that's a good touch. Noctua includes these little rubber triangles on all of their fans. And these are just vibration dampeners, but because this is a unique size for this fan, they actually have them in a slightly different place than they normally do, which is great. So you would just mount this like this, and then this chunky cooler, I think it's supposed to be like that or like that. Oh man. I mean, you can adjust it depending on like how high it needs to sit, I think. But that's impressive. I really have never seen this cooler in person. And so I've never seen how big it is. Like, look at that. I mean, we're gonna have to take off both fans for installation, but let's put them both on so that they, you know, they look like at least. It's like that. And I think I installed the fan. Just kind of like locks in there, right? Yeah. Into those first few set of fins. And you can adjust it a little bit. There you go. And now it's heavy. Now it's very front heavy, but you can just take that, route that in, and there you go. That is impressive, to say the least. Like, look at this cooler. I don't know, like, compared to my head, I have a big head. I don't know if I've ever seen this cooler in all of its glory. I really don't, but it is impressive. And I am sure that this is gonna keep the Ryzen 7 that's going underneath it. It's a little overkill, but I think it's gonna keep the Ryzen processor that's going underneath it just cool. So I'm not going to comment too much on what case this is going into, because even I don't know yet. But, I mean, I have a hint at what it's gonna be. I've pretty much can see that you guys are very divisive between the Torrent and the 11 Dynamic Mini. It's 50-50 right now. So I really don't know. But I think 1 vote extra just came in for the Lian Li. So it's probably gonna be the Lian Li Air Cool, or Lian Li Mini Air, which does fit this cooler. How much fan space I'm gonna have is gonna be the question. Granted, as I said, we're using low profile RAM, so I don't know. Either way, I think even with just the one fan, this thing's gonna kill it. So how many heat pipes is this? I didn't even realize this, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 heat pipes per side. Huh. This is one chunk-tastic cooler. Thank you. Wolfy, out.